Get ya. I'ma go hit the bottle with you. Smoking, looking, poking the danger till I'm out with you. Cause I like it. Have you seen anything like this before? Like with technology like launches, like we've had iPhones come out. We've had when the iPhone first came out, when iPod first came out, that was a big deal. I mean, have you seen anything this highly anticipated in the technology industry?
I gotta say, I think. Of course it's tough because in the technology industry, there's a lot of money. They're always trying to build up hype. Remember 3D television?
Right, yeah.
Everybody got all excited about 3D televisions, and of course then it turned into, hey, we're pushing 4K now. You got to see 4K. I believe 4K is better, but, it's not like you're going to kill yourself over it. I don't think I definitely think VR is bigger than 4K and 3D was. Is it as big as the first smartphone that really got it? Arguably, you could say the iPhone really sort of nailed it all in a smartphone that people sort of got. We're not quite there yet. I don't know if the hype is going to build up as much as the original smartphones, but I mean, it's pretty awesome. It is very much like, again, it's like the 1950s when the first family on the block got a television, right? You get one of these things and everybody wants to check it out now suddenly.
Because I know there's, you got the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive. There's the PlayStation VR, and it was formerly known as the Project Morpheus. And although I know you guys are PC, but how do you think the PlayStation VR, because PlayStation in particular, they've done things before where, it had the hype, and then it came out, and then it ended up failing. Like, they had 3D gaming. They had the PlayStation Move, which was popular for a little bit, then that didn't, end well, and so on. And so how do you think the PlayStation VR, do you think this is a one and done type of thing, or do you think it's going to last for a little while, or, what's the longevity of the PlayStation VR?
Well, so I would say on all of the VR, even on the PC, right? It's bleeding edge early adopters. It's the people who just, again, they want to have the coolest item, and they're doing it. They're buying it just because they wanted to check out the demos and wow all their friends and family, saying, "Hey, look at this cool toy!" Right?
Right.
Is it going to really work on PlayStation? I don't know. One of my issues, I think, with trying to do it on a console, although it depends on how much Sony controls the experience, it is very much VR it's about horsepower. It's about tons and tons of graphics power. It's about a lot of CPU power. Can you do that on a console that you're going to buy for $350? I sort of am doubtful of that. But the nice thing is, with Sony, is they have full control over the environment, so they can sort of get as much performance out of that console as they can. But clearly, when on the PC, which has, in graphics power,
right,
just untold more than any PlayStation 4 has, and can play at insane resolutions, everybody's talking about, hey, this is just VR right now. This is just, in 2 years, in a year and a half, the $800, the $900, the $1,000 PC you have right now, it's probably not going to really be able to play the VR games that come out in a year or 18 months. There's a limitation on the consoles. They definitely, their graphics power is going to be a huge limitation for consoles.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Like, as soon as you were talking about that, was the graphical power, because I know the PlayStation VR is supposed to have the lowest resolution of all of
right,
them, and I know that might be a problem. One thing I was thinking about too is that now this is not everybody. Not everybody has this issue, but I know some people who played the VR. They said like they are feeling kind of dizzy. Had some some, I guess, feel some little sickness or anything like that. Do you think that
right,
may have a major effect at all, or do you think it's just a small, a minority of people who have that issue and it's no big deal really?
I think it's definitely going to be a smaller subset of people that are sensitive to it. In fact, even in our office, and again, we're playing on HTC Vive, which is probably, and the Oculus are both excellent experiences in it. I'm playing it on a PC that probably costs $3,000, and the video card is $1,000 that we're running it on. And for me, it's fine. There's a couple people in my office that have tried it that they get a little bit of nausea.
Yeah.